Good morning. It is Saturday. I'm just taking the shower, so I'm hopefully looking a bit better than normal. I've walked each cat individually this morning. Bentley went out at 6 o'clock, haven't seen him since. I was sitting up for like half hour waiting for him to come back in the cat flap, but we haven't seen him, so he's obviously making the most of this sunshine, hopefully, anyway, and hoping nothing's happened to him. He should come home for some dinner. Connie's not really been eating the last couple of days. She's struggling to eat the food now. Was being really fussy with the medicine on top, trying with all sorts of things. She's seems to be sort of yowling a lot when she sort of yawns and opens her mouth in her own right. This morning, out of desperation, I tried squirting a bit of the medicine into her mouth, and she screamed the place down. It was just so painful, and she just didn't like that at all. So we're not going down that route. So heaven knows how I'm going to get the next lot of medicine down her. But we'll worry about as and when. Mischief again was up at 6 yowling to go out, but I make her wait till about sort of 10 o'clock now. They've got little trays, and she wasn't desperate to go to the toilet. She just wants to go out and play. So we took her out on her own, let her walk up the road, round the back of the garden, have a little bit of explore, got her in. By then Connie was up and waiting to go out, so we took her for a walk, and she's going for it. She's enjoying it. She just loves to be out and tail up, and you know, we're getting back into that routine now where she can actually have a good look around. Takes a bit of doing getting her back in, bless her. She'd like to go for longer walks, but obviously that will come. And then Caveman put his harness on, and he was out the door this time. Instead of sitting and waiting, looking around, he jumped out, bless his little heart, followed me up the road, went for a walk, and again he chose to. Then I sat down outside the bungalow actually saying that, and he's jumping, running and jumping in my arms, and it was so lovely. He's really sort of started to bond with me and use me as his like cuddle mum now, so which is quite nice. And then he chose to walk around the back on his own, and so he's sort of finding himself a little bit more, chasing some bugs, but he's just stayed close. But so I'm obviously taking advantage of the situation to get him walking on the lead, like I say, one-on-one, and he is scared of cars, so it makes me wonder, you know, if they saw anything. I don't know, but he, which is a good thing that he's scared of cars, obviously, but obviously when we're away from the lorry, he's got to try to stay close to me. Yesterday we saw a dog out walking, and he went and put his hackles up, bless him, so I was quite proud of him doing that. Anyway, as you would have seen from the last vlog, I started scraping down the outside the lorry. I've got a lot to do on the inside. I mean, it's weekend now, so I'm trying to sort of also make weekends be a bit of my time, a bit of rest time, and even though, you know, I'll be doing the general things like exercising the cats and everything, I'm doing lists and catch-up things for me. I really want to make sure that I don't sort of focus too much on stuff over the weekends and have a weekend off. Obviously we've got to make the most of the weather if need be, but just trying to sort of make sure I rest enough, I suppose, and if I allocate the weekend to sort of, you know, non-brainy days and non-worky days, then that's going to help me have a bit of me time. Yeah, so like I say, burnt a load of rubbish yesterday, checked them today, put a bit more stuff in. Because I haven't started the lorry yet to find out if I left the isolator on the other day. So I need to jump in and start her up, make sure she starts. I haven't flattened the battery, otherwise I'll be calling Ian over. But again, you know, I can't do it at the moment. The cats are in the cab, so I'll just sort of let that be for now. I've really got to try and build this toilet step store in here, so then I can use the electrical cupboard to transport everything. But it's get my mind set into that. I've got enough big wood to use. It's a matter of, you know, doing the sawing, and I don't know if I've got the right screws or anything. But yeah, I know it's going to be where it's going to go. I think that, you know, trying to sort of prioritise that over doing more scraping, to be fair, more something. I suppose there should be something inside. So I might try to start that this weekend. I'm also thinking of ringing up the vets Monday to get them, the two little ones, neutered. So I've got so much going on and waiting for things and everything. Like I say, I might have to delay Ian a bit longer and just sort of carry on getting organised myself. Obviously having COVID sort of knocked me back a bit. I'm sort of losing heart a lot with things. But I don't want to be negative at all. It is cold in here. I took the radiator out of here yesterday and put the electric blanket on instead, which apparently is cheaper to run, according to me, expert man. So that's all well and good, but obviously that then the cats are then cold, so then I had all the cats in bed with me, which is nice. You know, we've got space up there for that. I have got a smaller radiator to replace my big radiator, but obviously that would be difficult to sort of warm anything up at the moment with all these windows open. So we're just sort of living in this space at the moment. We just sort of shut the door, shut the curtains. The cats not worried about going in the room. I did actually try to sit on the settee for a bit and watch a bit of film and Facebook and everything, purely because it's such hard work getting up there all the time. And now there's like no desk to walk on. It's just I'm just standing on the cat box. It's quite difficult to go down and around when I haven't got enough steps. So really want to get some steps up this side. So that's something I've got to look at doing as well. So building the loo bucket store and steps. So I should really sit down, I suppose, near the room and sort of design that and plan that. There's just so much to do on her, and not really fun to put into it either. I'm a bit sort of nervous about looking underneath her as well, because we haven't really had a proper look under her chassis, to be fair. I know she passed the test and the MOT and everything, but it's so covered in mud. She needs a good jet wash. I haven't got a jet wash, but I'm also worried if I use jet wash underneath there, I'm going to find all matter of demons. So I don't really want to do that yet. Obviously I want to sort of get the chassis painted and that, and obviously doing the body, it seems to be doing the body if I haven't sort of checked the chassis, I'm doing things backwards, but it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, we need to live in this bit, so the outside's important to be done to get it all sealed, and you should see by all the holes in it. We need to get all those repairs done, and then we can obviously then start carrying on insulating the inside before we can do any sort of bodgy build. So like I say, I obviously got the cladding to clad the one wall in the back, or some of the wall. Don't know how much I've got of it. If I've got about, how many packs I've got? I think about, I've got 10-20 packs. I don't know how many packs of cladding I've got. But hopefully I'm going to manage to do quite a decent bit of the big long wall, and then I can obviously get that dyed and painted. But again, I'm a bit worried about doing that when the holes haven't been sealed in on the outside yet, because God knows what rain's coming in and ruining all the wood and everything. But you know, it is what it is. We're limited on time, money, funds and my health. But yeah, it's like I'm just taking each day as it comes, dealing with what I can deal with. Obviously I've still got drums to paint and things like that, but I am trying to sort of get some work on Grace done. I've done all the urgent commission drums, and now I have got one other that I've been going for many months that I might just start again. It's a one-off, it's just something completely different, but I'm getting this voice in my head saying to start again, so I just can't get it right. I think the painting that's been done has been clearing a lot of energies, and now to actually have the finished article go to the customer, which is actually a gift for a customer, that I think that maybe they're not meant to take those ages. Maybe I'm supposed to just give them this nice new finished piece. So I might actually be starting to do that again this weekend, just to sort of give me a bit of time. It just, obviously the painting's actually quite relaxing for me. It was easy, and obviously I've got loads of other drums to paint. I had another commission request coming. I've got to remember to write that down actually, but that's not till later on in the year. And another possible one, and obviously all my drum circle drums to be done, so I've got to get some on display as well, so I can get orders from shows I go to. I don't know if I can even afford the shows, to be fair, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, like I say, I've got a lot to do, not much money to do it with, or any money to do it with. Day-to-day living, just can't afford it. I mean, I'm watching the electric meter and the gas meter, it's like it just goes. So obviously I've got to try and get the solar kit out and everything, and get that sorted and wired up and everything. But again, I'll do that when I get in the cab to try to start the engine, and then I went and locked everything in, didn't I? So now, of course, I can't open the door to get to the side where I used to grab stuff out of. So that's working against me at the moment. So I might have to unlock the door again so I can still get to things. But yeah, it's like half of me is actually missing the small van, because often I'm just jumping it, go anywhere, do anything, and I don't know how I could go back to having a small van, to be fair, and I haven't got the funds to do it either. You know, I obviously need to have this sort of space, because it's obviously the long-term home as well. Or like I say, we're certainly going to be here until November, and then see what happens. It's a difficult one, isn't it? The price of everything nowadays, and like I say, I haven't got any spare funds or anything, and I really want to clear this debt myself, rather than go bankrupt, like I said. So yeah, just taking the day as it comes, and see what happens. It'd be very easy just to sort of load up everything and drive off and run away and just hide. Trust me, that's sort of be one of the things I'd love to do, but and else there's loads of events and van life meets and things, and it's like this one day based like the Eton one. It's just, I'd love to go to that, but I don't think this lorry can get there. Could afford to get there. I can't think that far ahead. I mean, obviously I wanted to go to the Overlander show. I'm not even booked in for that. I mean, there's no way I could take her looking like this, and again, I don't even know if I could get there. Or even got the funds to get there. I certainly wouldn't want to sort of take her looking like this, to be fair. So all those sort of things and events are relying on her getting tidy and some sort of paint done and everything on her. Anyway, people outside, cats waking up. Just a bit of a weekend waffle as usual. I say thanks for everyone's support, thanks for everyone getting me through the Cleopatra thing. I tend not to talk about her, because as you can see, it still affects me. Somebody was talking on the phone about her yesterday and I just broke down again. I just try to block it out. I've got enough issues to worry about with the ones here. But anyway, just keep plodding on, isn't it? And hope that we can get through each day and just count our blessings. Anyway, I'm truly grateful for what I got. We try to ignore the debt, and we try to ignore the trials and tribulations and just keep tackling it. But one thing that I really appreciate, I think Urban Van Life, I think when he was doing their giveaway, a comment he said was that, you know, nothing's impossible. If you can stand up and you can move, then, you know, have a go at everything. And that really helped me yesterday while I was having to go to scrape in of the van, of the lorry. It's quite right, you can do so much, you know, it doesn't matter how long it takes or what it looks like or how much it's bodged. You can have a go at everything at the end of the day. So, you know, if that saves money, then that's obviously what I'm going to try and do. Obviously I'm a bit limited to what I can do. But I actually enjoyed doing the scraping yesterday. It was a lot quicker than I thought, a lot easier than I thought. I have got a step ladder available. It's not going to get very high, but I'll do the next sort of layer. But like I say, I'm going to give myself a day off today and just sort of think about things and what to do, and try not to overdo too much, because I've learned the hard way that I just tend to have breakdowns very often if I do too much. That's physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. I've got to bear in mind I'm no superhero. Wildcat may be amazing, but Cat's real struggles to get through it every day. And that's the one I'm living with, so that's one I've got to respect. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for following my vlogs. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you'll find out where the next vlog's going to be. And I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. hadn't used it since I put this morning, but got these 3 safely tied up. Okay, mantis one here. There's Connie running towards us. There, Connie. And Mischief just gone under the tree. Good girl. Good boy, Gayman. Yay, he's a good boy. Good lad, Gayman. You're a good boy. You've been a good boy. So today we are on the sticker scraping by hand, which is taking absolutely forever. I literally have to get a scraper, and the first thing I do is use the curved bit and just get the initial groove done, and then I need 2 hands for this. And then I basically come down and then take that line out one by one. I don't know if there's an easy way of doing this, but this is the tools I've got, so this is the way I've got to do it. And I've got a lot of stickers to do, as well as obviously scraping down the rust and removing the paint, and it's all prep work. I've got my step ladder here, it's not very high, but I can get to the base of the windows. I thought, well, I may as well just have a go at this. It's a hot day, so hopefully the glue will soften. Labour of love. So while I'm scraping, I thought I'd have one cat at a time. So we've got Mischief out playing at the moment, and then I can take it in turns. So I've really got to have my eyes in the back of my head for one cat. She's busy catching bugs and playing. You can probably hear Connie's on the wheel. Listen. She stopped now. And I'm tackling this. And I know there's so much to tackle on there, but at least if we can get this done, I can get one side done and we can paint one side at a time or something, or 1/4 at a time, and just get something done to show work in progress. It's a beautiful day though. Stunning day. So Chief's just gone in after an hour being out here, so now it's Caveman's turn to come and spend some time with me. I did actually let Connie out, she's crying in there, but he sat crying, so we swapped them over. And you? Just nice he's actually asking to come out. So I let him come out in the sunshine for an hour now. I'm on the grey bit. This is a messy job. All over me, all over the floor. But we're getting there. And we finished our first panel. So there we go, that's the first panel done. Stickers off. That was hard work, that's taken 3 hours to do that. Obviously I've got a bit more paint to take off. Our question is, how much of this paint do I have to take off before I can paint over the top? I'm writing that if people can tell me please. I mean, obviously this diamond's going to be replaced. And obviously I've got hammerite, so I'd have to prime it because I'll be bored painting twice. But do I have to go right back to the bare metal? Or as long as I've got the worst of the bits that fall off, is that going to be enough to paint over? Obviously I'm not expecting a professional job, I just want to make it tidy and smarter. But you know, how much do I go back? Obviously I've got more bits to take off here, and I'll be chopping some of them off as well, as much as I can. Like these bits are flaky bits. I'm going to get all that off. And is there a machine that I can use or buy, or some sort of sander with a metal disc or something? And what do I use to bring this back, to sand it back quicker? Because obviously I'm doing all this by hand, and if I've got a tool I can use that's not going to be too expensive to buy, that's going to be worth investing to buff this back a bit. I'd like to know what it is please, if people can help and tell me. So I think I might do it myself and just save that money. So, see what happens, but if I can get myself brave enough to climb up there, then I might be able to do this myself. But anyway, that's to say that's the first panel looking a bit whiter. So I might actually sort of try and get higher, or do it, well, when the window's mended I can might be paint one panel at a time. Then at least I can, like I say, see some progress and some incentive, because obviously I want to be able to treat it and deal with it each time, rather than the time it's going to take me to be outside on the road, not protected. I don't want empty elements too much. It'd be nice to test a panel actually and see what it looks like. So once that window pane is in, perspective around that, we get those bolts out and seal those holes. That's the first bit of aluminium's done here, and obviously that'll be ready for getting some hammerite on. And also, do I do the cream uprights first before the black main bits, or do I paint it all black and then try to paint cream highlights over the top of that? Which I don't know if it works or not. I don't think that would work, would it really? But what do I do first, the uprights or the back bits? Again, all advice to be appreciated. Thank you.